It's at this time I would like to give the Dharma message. So if you would please put your hands in Gasho for a meditation reading. Thankfulness is the beginning of gratitude. Gratitude is the completion of thankfulness. Thankfulness may consist merely of words. Gratitude is shown in acts. By Henry Frederick Amiel, Swiss philosopher, poet, and critic, 1821 to 1881. If you would please, silently join me in Gasho. Namo Amidabas, Namo Amidabas, Namo Amidabas, Namandabas, 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 Namandabas. Every year, we gather with friends and family in observing a day of Thanksgiving. Time, cause, and reason has changed over the centuries. However, the first Thanksgiving Day was celebrated with the pilgrims who left Europe to seek religious freedom. These people traveled from England to the Netherlands and then to North America. It took 66 days by boat to cross the ocean. When the pilgrims arrived at Plymouth Rock, they had very few provisions. Despaired over the coming harsh winter and faced starvation. They knew nothing of this strange land, but through the help of an English-speaking Native American by the name of Squanto and the Wampanoag tribe, the pilgrims learned to become self-sufficient. This tribe and Squanto taught the pilgrims to fish, hunt, farm, live off the land, and taught them how to survive the winters. The first Thanksgiving for the pilgrims was miraculous. They succeeded in growing their first crops and were able to become self-sufficient due to the training and help of the Native Americans. Historians say that the celebration of the first crop, that the male pilgrims shot their rifles in the air. The Native Americans heard the noise, were very curious, and came to investigate. According to the pilgrims' beliefs, they were very welcoming, accommodating, and believed in communal sharing. So, the pilgrims shared in their first Thanksgiving meal with the Native Americans. There was no turkey, mashed potato, gravy, and all the trimmings. The Native Americans and pilgrims shared food from the land, venison, waterfowl, food from the sea of lobster and clams, and from their crops of pumpkin, squash, berries, and various other fruits. The pilgrims shared the meal in thankfulness to the Native Americans for their guidance and help. Today is our sharing of thanks to the many people who came before us. They worked not only at their regular jobs, but worked hard here at this temple to establish a firm foundation for our sake. They made it possible so that we could have a temple church today. We call our day of thanks, Eitaikyo. This day is a perpetual memorial service in sharing our gratitude and sharing our thankfulness to those who sacrifice time, monetary donation, their hard work, and truly their dedication. We are the benefactors of their devotion, and we continue with their work. The chanting we silently read today is dedicated to the memory of those who made it possible for us to gather today. We chant also to hear the teachings of the Buddha. We chant the sutras yearly in dedication to those who are entered in our Eitaikyo book. These people are entered in this book due to the family's generous donation to the Eitaikyo Fund. This fund is a special fund that is used in support of the temple. This fund is used strictly for the temple only and used only for extreme circumstances. The observance of Eitaikyo is not for the benefit of the deceased, but for the benefit of the living. When we first moved to this property, there was nothing. These dedicated members found an architect who designed the temple. Some of the members helped in construction of the temple, the minister's residence, and the Shimamoto house. They designed a garden and painstakingly planted the garden. They even transported some of the big rocks from the mountains to fit perfectly in the garden. They built a retreat area. Some traveled to Japan to select our altar. Before the construction of 101, in flatbed trucks, many of the members drove to San Francisco Pier to pick up the altar and its pieces. And it was not a fast or easy journey. They were dedicated to the future generations. We share our thankfulness and gratitude to the many who inspired, taught, and led. But we also have to share our thanks to the many female members who ensured that the male members were nourished, and they also helped in the lifting and shoveling as well. The male and female members knew that their devotion was not for themselves, but for others. Today we acknowledge their devotion and compassion through our Namu Amida Butsu, the Nembutsu. These committed individuals have left us an important path to follow and their guidance. We only have to listen, hear, and learn. They have left us a legacy of their stories, and we cannot forget their dedication. They have provided a place of safety, warmth, and another opportunity to deepen the understanding and appreciation of Buddha's compassion and wisdom. They have enabled us to reach out to others as well as to the broader community. They have given us a place to gather as a Sangha. Today we share our appreciation, thankfulness, and gratitude through our Namu Amida Butsu. In each Nembutsu, the Buddha responds to our call without question, prejudice, or discrimination. We share our gratitude by sharing our Nembutsu. Yet this Nembutsu is said with a true heart and mind. It is not asking of favor or special treatment. We share Nembutsu out of purity of heart and mind, without asking for anything in return. We reciprocate for the teachings through our thankfulness. Today is our day of thanksgiving to the ancestors, devoted members who have made it possible for us to be here today, to the people who continue with the work of our past members, and for the teachings of the Buddha. Maybe today is the day we offer our Nembutsu with true gratitude. If you would please silently put your palms together in silent gasho. Namo Amidavas. Namo Amidavas. Namo Amidavas. Namo Amidavas. Namo Amidavas.